What's happening, folks? It's your boy Naptown Born coming back at you. You know how it is. This time I'm coming with the response to Calix, Joe Habib, D Style, and anybody else who might have an opinion on this particular topic. Now, as far as D Style, I haven't seen any vid from him since I logged on. I saw Calix and Beebs, but I know from listening to the show in the past and just from following the guy as long as I have, it's almost 2 years now I've been watching D. So I know his thoughts, and so I'll leave him and Calix to argue that out between themselves. But as far as the issue at hand, Klitschko versus Klitschko, whether it's wrong, right, or does it matter? First of all, it does matter. It matters because no matter what, if it's any other fighter that doesn't fight the other guy that's the top in the division, we give them huge amounts of shit. Huge amounts of flack. Look at Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Look at that. Just look at the situation that it's caused, okay? Look at the strife. Look at the polarization that this fight not happening has caused. Okay, look. And people on both sides will say that one is ducking the other, or they duck this guy coming up, or they duck that guy coming up, yada, 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 right? Why is the fucking Klitschko exempt? Why are we letting the Klitschko just, oh, fuck it, doesn't matter, they're not going to fight each other anyway, so why are we even talking about it? Why waste your time? It's a non-issue. They already have enough money. They don't need the money to fight each other. Who gives a fuck? They don't give a fat rat's ass if they both got $100 million in the bank on savings. I don't give a shit. They're both boxers. They both chose to be boxers. They both chose to be heavyweights. They both chose to keep their titles. And in doing so, they need to fight. It needs to be mandatory. There's no other fucking heavyweight. Look, Adamek's going to have his shot at Vitali. And I know some people, you think Adamek has a chance. And if the fight goes 12 rounds, he does have a chance. How big of a chance? Well, that's up for debate. Personally, I think Vitali's going to knock Adamek the fuck out of there. I think he's going to end a knockout. And then we're going to be right back to this. Who the fuck is going to beat the Klitschko in the heavyweight division? David Haye looked, like Calix said, ordinary. Not extraordinary, not super, not excellent, not outstanding. He looked like every other single fucking opponent that the Klitschkos have ever faced. He looked like them all. The same. Yeah, he landed a couple big shots. Big fucking deal. It doesn't win you the fight. Okay, and I'm not. That's the last time I'm gonna touch on Haye. So I'm just saying that these guys consistently make other people in their division look like average fucking bums. Who's going to beat a Klitschko? Who? Well, the simple answer is this: only a Klitschko can beat a Klitschko. What the fuck is so hard about that to understand? What is so hard about that? Wait, me and my brother? We've talked about this situation. We've recalled times over our lives where we fought over some dumbass shit. And I mean fought. I mean no gloves. I mean really punched each other as hard as we could over a fucking remote or some shit like that. Of course, we were kids when that shit was happening, but even to this day, we both have boxing gloves. If anybody even offered us $1,000 fucking dollars, we'd beat the piss out of each other for that $1,000 fucking dollars. Not only that, but you can guarantee that one of them, you can at least add or try to guarantee that one of them will actually try to win the fight, is if you give a bigger purse to one or the other. All that bullshit aside, I know I'm jumping around here and there, but here's the points I'm trying to make. They're both heavyweights. They both have belts. I don't give a fuck if they're brothers. They both chose this career. We call everybody else who doesn't fight the other top guy in their division a ducker. Should be mandatory. We want one champion. We want one single sole heavyweight champion of the world. We don't want two champions sharing their fucking titles. No. I've been a Klitschko fan for a long time. I went and found highlight videos that other people put together, and then I put it in my own little collaboration and said, you know, I made a video called "Who's Better Than K1, K2." You know what I mean? I'm a big fan, but from this point on, after it is so clear that there's nobody else in this weight division that's going to beat them, I am not interested in any Klitschko fight unless it's against another Klitschko. Vitaly versus Vladimir. That's the only heavyweight fucking fight I give a shit about. I don't give a fuck if they don't listen. I don't give a fuck if its family comes first. I don't give two rat's ass about any of that. It's an issue because we're not treating them the same way as we would treat other fighters, just because they're brothers. But you saw, even if you say the family comes first shit, you saw what Joe Habib's brother said. You saw, you know, or at least Calix told you how him and his brother feel about it. I'm telling you how about me and my brother feel about it. I bet there's a number of other fucking brothers around the entire world that would fight each other for pennies. I mean, what? That is not an excuse. Family comes first is not an excuse. If that was the case, then one of you needs to retire right now. Right now. No waiting, no fuck it. Just right now, one of them needs to go away. Because there's no point. There's no point in continuing this with both guys. If you beat one, you still have to fight the other. No, nobody ever fucking gets past both of them. You know, the few that have gotten past one or the other, they don't get past the other one. This is fucking... I don't know what to tell you guys. Like I said, this is a response, like, to anybody who has an opinion on this. I'm gonna upload it as a response to Calix, but you know, I've called Floyd Mayweather a ducker. Some of you guys have called Manny Pacquiao a ducker, and Martinez, Pavlik, Williams, we've called them all duckers at some point in time. Where's that shit now? Where the fuck is it? You really guys really sitting back there thinking that because they're brothers they're excused from fighting each other? No. If they're not going to fight, then you need to strip one of them of their belt if they're not going to retire. Plain and simple. They'll have to fight the other brother to get the motherfucker back. And if they don't want it back, then bye-bye, see you later, we don't give a shit. Now, like I said, I've been a huge fan of theirs for a long time, but it's getting to the breaking point. It's to the point where, why do we even care anymore who they fight? It's going to be the same goddamn result just about every time. Why do we care? Name me one fucking heavyweight out there right now that's going to beat the Klitschko, that you can sit there and say, yeah, absolutely, that guy can do it in the next year or two. Because Vitaly ain't going to be around much longer anyway. This family comes first and brotherly love bullshit is just that. It's bullshit. Now, I respect the guys, but from now on, in my book, they are ducking each other. There's no gray area. This is a pretty black and white issue. They are ducking each other. They are unwilling to unify the belts, and for that they lose a lot of respect from me, because I've heard this shit. We're not going to fight each other. We're not going to fight each other for too long. Vitaly's on his way out. Why not make it a retirement fight? I mean, and even if they go out there and just put on an exhibition and don't really try, fuck it. At least one of them needs to win, and we'll have one champ with all the belts. You know, if that's the way they want to play it, but if they really would fight each other, that fight would sell huge. I would pay a lot of fucking pay-per-view money to watch the Klitschko brothers really fucking fight. I would. Wow. I just can't understand this argument that it's a non-issue because they're not going to fight each other anyway. It may be true that they're not going to fight each other anyway, but it being a non-issue is completely ridiculous to me. It's still an issue. People just are ignoring it and giving them both passes and saying, because you're brothers, we'll let it go. I'm not so nice. That's bullshit. I would call any other fighter a ducker, and for this long, I've stuck up for Klitschko brothers. I've been nothing but a fan for them, but at this point in time, it's do or die. Either you guys fight each other, or nobody's really going to be interested outside of Germany. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. Cut and dry, and that's a wrap. Final thoughts and just, rounding up the points. Like I said, they're the two top guys in their division. If they refuse to fight each other, that is called ducking. You can deny it all you want. You can try and bring up the fact that they're brothers all you want. But it's not going to change the fact that even if it's because they're brothers, they're still ducking each other. Ducking. Avoiding each other. Okay, they both chose to box. Like I'm saying, I'm reiterating my points just to sum everything up. They both chose to be boxers. They knew what kind of sport it was. If it comes down to the championship and it's Serena and Venus Williams, are they not going to play each other? Huh? Are they not going to play each other? Bullshit. They're going to play the fuck out of each other. They're going to try and beat the other one. Are Eli and Peyton Manning just allowed to not play each other during the season? Are they? Or do they have to play each other? No. They fucking have to play each other. Fuck this brotherly love bullshit. They both chose the same sport. They didn't have to do that. They both are enormously great at their particular sport. They both hold belts. Okay? They both have been dominating their opponents for fucking years now. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. They're both 6'5" plus. They both tower over all their opponents. Let's see an even matchup. This is the only even matchup in the heavyweight division. Is Klitschko versus Klitschko. Stop being a bunch of fucking pussies and start calling for this fucking fight to happen. And if not, tune the fuck out. Because you know what's going to happen. Klitschko wins. Again. Nappy won. Deuces.